Before we begin, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody for all the likes you've been giving to the videos. It really does help with the YouTube algorithms. So we are continuing on with this Elite Difficulty Challenge campaign, and unsurprisingly, they have reinforced Plessis with 6 cores, so we're probably going to ignore that and try and go for a wider encirclement and try and get Plessis encircled along with Soissons. So I'm going to finish off the attack in Province. It's only got 2 cores, so I'll probably just do that off cam. And I'm going to start working on Chantilly as well. That also only has 2 cores. So I'll just do these off cam because they're just going to be practically the same as the previous episode. And I will put in a diversion attack in here just to prevent them from getting the star back as well, just in case they do leave an opportunity to take it on the next turn. Well, I have taken the lightly defended Province and Chantilly, and what is this I see? It must be a bug, surely. An intelligent defense by the AI? They've only left a single troop in the pocket, and they've massively fortified the cutoff points with 11 and 7 cores. Surely this must be a bug. Intelligence from the AI? No, I don't believe it for 1 second. It's either a bug or a mistake. But as the famous philosopher Private S. Baldrick once said, I have a cunning plan. I think if I take down 3 stars from Soissons, there is a chance that it might fool the AI into bringing some cores in to protect the territory. Now, could it work? I don't know. Probably like most of Baldrick's cunning plans, it won't. Well, we're going to give it a go anyway. Obviously, it's only 1 core in here, so not really much point in me showing these battles. So I'll take these 3 stars off cam, and then we'll skip the turn and see what happens. Well, sadly, the AI did not take the bait. They have only left 1 core in here still. Now they have removed a few core from Plessis, so I think this is a much more reasonable amount for us to take on. So we are going to attack this territory, which will cut off him and get rid of him immediately. And then we need to start moving these that we're going to free up along here, I think, as a diversion to try and pull them away from this area. It might work, it might not, but all we have left once we've taken these 2 territories is Torcy and Montmorency, and then we have achieved what felt like the impossible and pushed them right back to the board edge. So let's get Plessis underway. So I feel like it might be a challenging mission, so I've decided to bring along a group of heavy artillery. So we'll see how we get on. We haven't been shot at. Ah, there we go. The inevitable attack. Don't know whether there's any point in firing heavy artillery mortar. I think I'll probably need to move a little bit further away here. But we'll get the light artillery in. Get some planes in. Let's see if the enemy have got any planes before I send the rest out. They haven't brought anything out yet. There's a nasty raider there. Gonna have to be careful of that. Okay. Well, we're actually really low on supply. So maybe bringing all of this artillery wasn't such a good idea. But it's too late to change our mind now. Okay, let's get some heavy artillery in on this raider here. Need to get him dealt with. Wonder if that mortar was taken down. Apparently we have run out of supply. So we're gonna have to wait for... Interesting, they're coming in. That's really good. Really good news, that is. We're going to have to wait for the planes to refuel before we get some supply back. Which is a bit awkward. We are getting some decent kills in here though. Don't think that they're going to fire heavy artillery at me over here, but you never know. We've got another raider here, unfortunately. Let's bring these back just so... Ah, interesting. Right, I'm just going to go in even though I haven't got suppression. Want to see if this mortar's been dealt with. It has, okay. Right, I think what I'm going to do, while I'm waiting for the planes to refuel, come down and deal with these troops down here. I think that sounds like a spiffing idea. It's going to be a bit of a slow process, this mission, because I cocked up with the amount of artillery I've brought. I overestimated the amount of supply I had. But they keep throwing men at the defences here, so that is fantastic news for us. Let's get some fresh troops up here. Yeah, this is really good news for us. Right, so we have got some supply back from the refueled planes now. Well, let's just see if we can take some of these infantry out. Obviously we haven't got any artillery support here. Interesting. For some reason we can't see that troop there. Obviously There is a reason. There's a big hill here, but he can still see me. That was the interesting bit. Okay. This is quite a lot of troops that we're getting killed. We have taken some significant damage on this tank here, which is not great. But this is definitely going to help punching through the enemy. So let's bring some troops over. Shall I just use conscripts? It's going to take a lot of conscripts to chew through the enemies there. Right, well, I can use a conscript to take this out. Yeah, why not? Let's just bring some conscripts down. Okay, we really need to go and hunt down the enemy artillery. We found some mortar emplacements, so let's see if we can deal with them. And apparently, getting shot with some rifle fire here. More mortar emplacements. That's not great news. They actually took one of my artillery down. Let's see how we're going to get on here. There's a chance we might need to bring a couple more conscripts over with us. We're still getting shot over here. That's awkward. Yeah, I'm most likely gonna need to bring at least one more down. Probably two. Let's see how we're getting on here. The enemy don't seem to be bringing any more troops over. See if we can find the artillery. Well, they called my bluff. Right, we need to get this tank. Come on. Need to get this tank at the rear. Interesting, they have more troops here. Let's see how these get on. He's having a bit of trouble. Right, I think he's going to take him out. Yep, marvellous. Let's bring him up to start taking this one. That's not good. Okay, we're getting shot at from here, I believe. I'm just going to carry on down this trench. Just want to make sure it's cleared. Don't know why they haven't fired heavy artillery recently. Wondering if they're out of supplies. There it is, so we could go over and deal with it. But because they're not firing it, I don't really feel the need to. Right, I'm in a bit of an awkward position here, to do with moving. Right, he's made it up, that's good. Taking that there. I think things are looking okay. I might end up losing this tank though. So let's retreat with this tank. Interesting. Looks like you can control them while they're retreating. Didn't know that. Okay, let's bring in some heavy artillery here. Gonna pin them down as well. That's a bit awkward there. We're between a rock and a hard place here. I'm just going to bring another plane in. I feel like we need it. Right, we're not going to be able to do too much more with these tanks now. So it's time for some infantry to take over.
Befehle. An die Linie! Mannschaften bereit! Bereit machen! Rückt zu dieser Position!
Yeah, this tank is suffering. Looks like we've got reinforcements coming in here. It's going to be a bit awkward.
Los geht's! Bereit machen! Feuerstellung einnehmen! Achtung! Schwenkt die weiße Fahne! Bereit für Befehle! Setzt sie unter Dampf! Wählt eure Ziele!
Okay, We have a raider coming in. That's bad news for the tanks.
Vorwärts! Wir haben neue Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen! Wir haben neue Befehle.
Just gonna leave this conscript here as a bit of scouting.
Bereit an der Linie.
Bring these up here for the same purpose.
Bereit. Achtung!
Got some good machine gun fire in there. Let's get some troops through the trench.
Wir haben
See
neue
if we can
Befehle.
scout where the enemy are.
Auf der Feuerstufe
We need to
bereit machen.
bring up the rest of
Wir
these, I
haben neue
reckon.
Befehle.
We need to
Diese Stellung
take this
gehört
command
uns.
trench. I don't think they have too much left. So they do seem to be bringing more
Wir
troops
haben
in.
neue Befehle. Feuerstellung
I'm quite
einnehmen.
surprised about that. I thought it was
Warten auf Befehle.
game over for a second.
Wir
Not
müssen diese
quite
Stellung
yet.
Befehle.
Last ditch attempt by them. It might just be this single troop actually. Just gonna give them a bit of good old shelling.
Warte auf Befehle.
I think that's it. Yeah, it's just these left now.
Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
So that's one star down off Le Plessis. Just need to repeat that 2 more times. We got 200 cash even though the medal didn't show up. So we only actually lost 170 there. That's not too bad. Okay, a slightly different approach this time. I've got the tanks on the right.
Bereit für
I think
Befehle.
they're going to have an easier time getting to the enemy artillery from the right.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Ladet sie nach.
I'm only bringing in 1 heavy artillery this time. So I think I might bring the planes in the same direction
Bei diesem Einsatz bekämpfen wir ihre
as the
Bodentruppen.
tanks.
Auf bewegliche Bodenziele achten. Setzt sie unter Dampf.
So I might end up stumbling across a load of enemy infantry in the open here as they are coming down to attack these 2 positions that I've left exposed. So we'll see how this one plays out. Was that a raider that I saw back there? Right, well I can see a mortar. I'm just going to hang around here for a minute because I can see enemy infantry coming in. I'm going to suppress them as they come in.
Warte auf Befehle.
Oh dear,
Bereit machen.
that's bad news. Oh dear, that's terrible news. Can I sneak out of here?
Befehle gehen an. Bereit für Befehle.
Oof,
Setzt sie unter
this
Dampf.
is tight, this space is.
Bereit machen.
Oh dear. Right, let's just stay here. We are well and truly pinned down. That's awkward. Look at that.
Befehle gehen ein.
Okay, they have got troops coming in here. And they've got a mass of troops coming down. I think what I'm going to do, retreat from this position,
Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
seeing as the enemy are coming in.
Positionen vorbereiten.
If I just retreat,
Wir brechen auf.
I can hopefully get them to walk into a killing field here.
Los geht's. Setzt sie unter Dampf.
I'm going to have to be careful of this artillery though. We should have a 3rd artillery coming in at some point. There it is.
Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Bereit machen. Befehle gehen ein. Wir brechen auf. Los geht's. Setzt sie unter Dampf. Bereit für Feuerbefehle. Bereit für Befehle. Vorwärts. Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
I think it's going quite well.
Wir brechen auf.
I've taken a little bit of damage on one of the tanks.
Warte auf Befehle. Setzt sie unter Dampf. Unser Ziel steht fest. Vorwärts!
I probably need to move a little bit further away from the spawn point.
Mannschaften bereit! Bereit, rückt zu dieser Position vor! Wir brechen auf! Feuer frei! Feuer aus allen!
Working out quite well so far. That's bad news. That's really bad news.
Setzt sie unter Dampf! Bereit für Befehle! Rückt zu dieser Position vor! Warte auf Befehle! Bereit, Jungs! Bereit machen! Los geht's!
Okay, we're alive.
Sie unter Dampf!
We are alive.
Vorwärts!
Could really do with working my way round to
Rückt zu dieser Position!
them artillery. But at the moment, we are inflicting massive casualties on them, so I don't particularly want to move from this position.
Los geht's! Setzt sie unter Dampf!
Gonna bring in some more plane support.
Wählt eure Ziele! Vorwärts!
Looks like I'm too close to them to get on to the battlefield, so I'm gonna have to retreat a bit.
Los geht's! Setzt sie unter Dampf! Vorwärts!
Here we've got more enemies coming in.
Rückt zu dieser Position vor!
Okay, they're on the battlefield now. That's good.
Unser Ziel steht fest! Setzt sie unter Dampf! Vorwärts! Laden sie nach! Befehle gehen an! Rückt zu dieser Position vor!
Okay, I really want to work around to the back of the artillery now. Although they are still bringing men in. I think I might just ignore them.
Positionen vorbereiten! Bereit!
That's a lot to ignore though.
Los geht's! Setzt sie unter Dampf!
Bring some more plane support in.
Vorwärts!
That's frustrating.
Position vor! Wir brechen auf!
Yeah, let's just get out of here a minute.
Mannschaften bereit! Bereit machen! Setzt sie unter Dampf! Vorwärts! Rückt zu dieser Position!
I don't think there's any point in rushing things. We have still got 13 minutes. Things are going really well.
Los geht's! Setzt sie unter Dampf! Seid bereit, Jungs! Befehle gehen ein! Vorwärts! Bereit für Feuerbefehle! Bereit für Befehle! Rückt zu dieser Position vor!
Just want to take out this mortar emplacement if I can.
Los geht's! Setzt sie unter
There's
Dampf!
two of them, is there?
Vorwärts! Laden sie nach! Bereit! Feuer frei! Positionen vorbereiten! Warte auf Befehle!
They are no doubt going to be firing more artillery at me in a second, but I've got them really nicely pinned down here, so I don't want to move at the moment. Yeah, this has been a lot more successful
Mannschaften bereit!
than the last attempt.
Befehle gehen ein! Rückt zu dieser
Obviously I was still successful in the last attempt, but
Los geht's!
I think this is a lot more efficient.
Setzt sie unter Dampf! Vorwärts! Seid bereit, Jungs! Bereit für Befehl! Rückt zu dieser Position vor!
Got loads more coming in still.
Bereit für Feuerbefehle! Bereit, wir brechen auf!
Quite sure where he's going. Want to move away from these trees because they are going to get cover in the trees.
Position vor.
Positionen vorbereiten.
Bereit für Befehle. Wir brechen auf. Los geht's. Bereit. Setzt sie unter Dach. Warte auf Befehle. Vorwärts.
Oh, we're slaughtering them.
Mannschaften
Absolutely slaughtering them.
Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
Looks like they're sending a massive offensive over here as well.
Befehle gehen ein.
More troops coming in here.
Bereit für Befehle. Wir brechen auf. Los geht's. Setzt sie
Got
unter
some
Dach.
real hammer and anvil going on here,
Vorwärts.
pinning them down and slaughtering them with the machine guns.
Dieser Position vor. Wir brechen auf. Los geht's.
How many troops have they got?
Vorwärts.
This is ridiculous.
Warte auf Befehle. Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Bereit machen. Wir brechen auf. Befehle gehen ein. Los geht's. Bereit für Befehle. Setzt sie unter Dampf. Bereit. Vorwärts. Warte auf
Alright, it's
Befehle.
time to go and deal with the artillery now.
Bereit machen.
Tanks
Wir
are
brechen auf.
still doing
Befehle gehen ein.
really well. Got loads of
Bereit
health
für
still.
Befehle. Setzt sie unter Dampf.
Appreciate it if you start shooting.
Bereit.
Thank you.
Vorwärts. Warte auf Befehle. Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Befehle gehen ein. Wir brechen auf. Bereit für Befehle. Los geht's. Bereit. Warte auf Befehle. Setzt sie unter Dampf.
Okay, I think it's time to bring in some troops.
Bereit machen. An die Linie.
Wonder if they're gonna make it or if there's someone in them trees.
Bereit machen. Vorwärts. Feuer.
Well, have they finally lost their men? Have they got anything left in the reserves?
Zu dieser Position vor.
They've definitely got some
Achtung.
troops left because I'm getting hit.
ladet sie nach.
Oops, that was a terrible aim.
Bereit für Befehle. Wir brechen auf.
I'm getting hit with sniper fire, so they have got troops somewhere.
Setzt sie unter Dampf. Unser Ziel steht fest. Vorwärts. Wir halten hier.
Positionen vorbereiten.
Bereit. Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Wir brechen auf.
Or at least I think so. I might be wrong on that.
Neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Warte auf Befehle.
Are you gonna shoot or what?
Mannschaften
Well, we've found them.
Bereit machen. Los geht's. Befehle gehen ein. Setzt sie unter Dampf. Bereit für Befehle. Vorwärts. Bereit. Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
Okay. That was very, very successful.
Auf Befehle. Wir brechen auf.
It's time to come in, take the command trench.
Hier die Stellung. Bereit machen. Los geht's. Befehle gehen ein. Sie unter Dampf. Bereit für Befehle. Feuer aus allen Rohren.
And everybody's dead, Dave.
Wählt eure Ziele. Vorwärts. Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit.
That's one more star down. Ooh, 62. 400. We got a net gain of 338 cash there. That's amazing. Okay, so fingers crossed. When we push these 3 divisions out of here, at least one of them foolishly goes into Soissons. We can only hope. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have as much luck this time round. I'm a little bit too close, I think, to this objective here. And obviously I've got these objectives protected. So it might not be a weak enough position for the enemy to attack. I might need to bring all of these troops back here and try and get them to attack X. So I might have set up a little bit too centrally here. But let's start moving out, see what happens. So I've just set air wings all across the front because they do a little bit of spotting for you. So it might give us a tiny bit of intel as to if troops are moving around. Can't see any troops moving around there. Can't see any troops moving around here either. So yeah, I think I might potentially have set up a little bit too defensively. So we might have to go on the attack here. What have we got? No movement. We've got no movement. Okay. Well, let's pin down this mortar. Oh, that's not a mortar. That is an MG nest. There's the mortar. Okay, so they've got at least 2 artillery. They're most likely going to have 3. So yeah, I think I might pull all these back, try and get them to attack. Or I could just try and spawn camp them. It's not going to be quite as successful though. I think I might go and try and deal with the mortars before I make a decision. Not mortars, the artillery. Okay, well, them mortars are down, or that mortar's down. So we can sneak through this artillery here. Probably going to need some more, yeah. Well, they've got raiders there. Ouch! He was able to throw some grenades even though he was suppressed. Well, that was quite painful. No, I can't see him. Right, let's just hang around here, see if we can get some infantry support up here for some spotting. Gonna have to avoid heavy artillery in a minute. There it is. Probably going to get shot with rifle fire here, so let's get some suppression there. I want to move him furthest away from the front. Yeah, I'll feel a lot better once these raiders are dealt with. Apparently, they are moving away and we're getting shot with artillery. They're actually coming down here. Ouch, it was airburst. We did not have enough time to move out of it, unfortunately. We need to go and deal with this artillery, otherwise we're going to sustain huge losses.
Setzt sie unter Dampf. Vorwärts.
Looks like they've got infantry in here as well. Alright, let's move him across. I'm going to bring a couple more up. I am leaving myself really weak down here now. So let's bring some of these across. Am I getting shot with heavy artillery? Nope. Okay, let's bring him up as a scout. Getting shot with rifle fire here. Looks like they've got some reinforcements coming in here. So yeah, this is a lot more awkward. And they've also got raiders coming in. That's terrible. So them infantry are about to die. Hey, you can't run through me. That's cheating. Ah, good. Raiders are dead. Right, let's just pin them down back here. I think I should be outside of artillery range there. They're still alive. Just keep the artillery going. I think I'm getting shot by anybody. Our men are in. Let's get them scouting. Let's bring a couple more of these down. Bring these up. Be a bit awkward here. Looks like he's actually sneaking past. Ah, there we go. Dragged him in. Let's get some plane support out here. Yeah, we're not going to survive here. That's unfortunate. So we're going to need to bring him back over. We may as well go and deal with these artillery. A lot of troops coming in. Okay, things are going quite well. Let's keep them pinned down here. Okay, we've got reinforcements to the front. Let's get one over there and the other one up here. Okay, so the enemy can't come in at the moment because we're a bit too close to them. So let's just move over here a minute, pin these down. Yeah, that's a lot of death and destruction going on here. Oh, I might need him back over here again. Gonna need more men coming in. Let's keep them going. These pinned down. Oh, that's nasty. Got a raider here. Let's move him further away so he's a bit safer. These could do with actually shooting the guns, please. Let's get some plane support in. Keep the artillery rolling. Drag some more troops down. Check on these. They are going to die, so Gonna need some artillery cover here. Okay, things are going okay here, I reckon. Okay, let's bring a couple more down.
Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Bereit für Befehle. Rückt zu dieser Position vor.
Oh, I think we're doing alright. We've killed a lot of them.
Wir brechen auf.
Got more coming in up here.
Los geht's. Setzt sie unter Dampf.
Keep them pinned down so they don't fire at me.
Warte auf Befehle. Aus allen Rohren. Bereit machen. Wählt eure Ziele. Wir haben neue Befehle.
They have got more troops on the way, so let's bring
Bereit an der Linie.
some more of our own over.
Befehle gehen ein. Feuer.
Keep these pinned down.
Bereit für Befehle.
Right, we need to deal with these reinforcements here.
Wir brechen auf.
That's nasty. That could have been really nasty. Okay, plane support. Keep these pinned down. Get them pinned down.
Warten auf Befehle.
May as well keep bringing more troops over.
Bereit machen. Feuerstellung einnehmen.
Looks like he's going to lose that.
Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen. Wir haben neue Befehle. Warte auf Befehle. Ziel steht fest. Sie unter Dampf.
Positionen vorbereiten.
Bereit machen.
Maybe not. Right, well, he's not good for much.
Warten auf Befehle. Bereit an der Linie. Befehle gehen ein.
Appreciate it if these would get into range.
Rückt zu dieser Position vor. Feuer aus allen Rohren.
Okay, that's them dealt with. Right then. Really, I want to see if I can work over
An die Linie.
to the objective.
Bereit für Befehle. Wir
So let's
brechen
just
auf.
bring a tank over.
Achtung!
Bring them two over. I think I'll only need one more.
Feuerstellung einnehmen.
I don't believe they've got anyone back here. They are bringing men in still. So let's pin them down there and these down here. Let's get some more planes in.
Wir haben neue
Let's get
Befehle.
these moved up.
Warten auf Befehle. Auf der Feuerstufe bereit machen.
Seid bereit, Jungs.
Bereit.
Okay, he's not actually coming in there. That's a bit awkward. Let's move away. Get him on.
Wählt eure Ziele. Setzt sie unter Dampf.
Okay, looks like we've managed to get the troops in. Got troops in here. Got tank support for the morale. Okay, things are looking pretty decent.
Bereit machen. In Stellung gehen.
Just keep pulling some more men down.
Diese Stellung gehört uns. Warte auf Befehle.
That's that dealt with.
Vorwärts. Achtung. Bereit an der Linie.
Okay, I think we should
Wir haben neue
start
Befehle.
moving down now.
Wir haben neue Befehle. Feuerstellung einnehmen. Warten auf Befehle.
I'm gonna leave him on this row.
In Stellung gehen. Bereit machen. Achtung. Bereit an der Linie.
Okay, things looking good. And everybody is down. We have taken Le Plessis with very minimal losses. So let's see where the enemy corps retreat to. 274 losses that time, but it's still a net gain of 126, so not bad at all. And would you check that out? 2 of the 3 corps decided to retreat into the encircled territory. That's amazing. Well, the Cunning plan was not exactly played out as expected, but I will take it. I will take it. So yeah, a very, very successful month. Right, well, I hope you enjoyed it. Cheers for watching. Take care, and I shall see you in the next one.